Hello, this is a presentation of Team 1's Post-Implementation Review project. For our presentation, we decided to look at Pentair's beer membrane filtration system project. In order to better understand the beer membrane filtration system, it is important to first understand Pentair. So who is Pentair? Pentair is a water supply company. Their goal is to be a world leader in supplying good quality water to those companies who need it. So why decide to create a beer membrane filtration system? Well, traditionally, companies clean their water using chemicals. However, Pentair's customers were very concerned with ensuring that they were using environmentally friendly practices in all aspects of their business. This includes the water they use when making their products. This is what has driven the need to use membranes to clean or check the quality of water instead of using chemicals that could potentially be harmful. This is what has led Pentair to start designing their beer membrane filtration system. So, what is the BMF? Pentair's beer membrane filtration system is a purification and filtration system that can monitor and then filter the beer based on the quality control settings that the customer has the system set to. The system also utilizes Amazon Web Services, known as AWS, which utilizes the Internet of Things and stores the information it gathers in the cloud. Pentair's beer membrane filtration system serves two purposes. The first was to help create a more environmentally friendly water filtration process for Pentair's customers. And second, it was also created in order to help Pentair's customers create a more consistent and better tasting beers. So, what are some of the benefits? First, it significantly reduced the waste and water usage, and it also has automated much of the filtering process in the beer production process. Then also the Amazon Web Services Internet of Things allows companies utilizing the beer membrane filtration system to connect all of their systems and devices together. This allows these companies to compile large amounts of data and analyze the data at any time and in any place as long as they have access to one of the connected devices. As stated earlier, Pentair's beer membrane filtration system utilizes Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services provides many different services and tools that are easy to use and customizable, which is why Pentair decided to utilize the system in the first place. Since Pentair had never used the AWS system before or anything like it in the past, they needed help. That is why they enlisted Brightwolf, which is an industrial solutions company that initially helped Pentair build their infrastructure and help them set up the AWS-based software system. After this initial setup, however, Pentair did form a dedicated R&D team that was able to make changes to their AWS system in the future as they needed. One of the tools that Pentair utilized in this project is called AWS Green Grass, and it's one of the options that Amazon Web Services offers its clients. It allows clients to filter device data and to only transmit necessary data back to the cloud. Another option that Amazon provided and that Pentair utilized is called Amazon DynamoDB. What it is it's a fast and flexible database service that is used for documents, and it's actually a serverless database and is able to provide consistent millisecond response times for its users. The beer membrane filtration system has a minimum regulatory backup, which requires IT managers to execute and retain backup images of all operating systems. And AWS also has a built-in system manager maintenance window that allows their customers the freedom to schedule when they want to perform any kind of system patches, system updates, install software, and much more. The beer membrane filtration system also utilizes infrastructure as a service or IaaS and is on a private cloud. Another wonderful trait of the BMF is that this membrane system can really be customized and utilized for all different sizes of breweries, which is where the main focus is for this technology currently. For instance, the beer membrane filtration system uses a small scale system which can filter 3 to 6 hectoliters per hour, and large commercial breweries can utilize larger scale systems which can filter up to 900 hectoliters per hour. When it comes to Pentair's development process, currently Pentair's policies and procedures are considered proprietary information. So while the documentation is not made available to the public, it is made available to vendors to ensure that they are adhering to the policies at all times. Despite not having access to these documents, this is what we were able to discover about the development process. The idea to create a beer membrane filtration system stemmed from Pentair's customers, as they wanted not only consistency, but they wanted to ensure that all the processes they were using were as environmentally friendly and safe as possible. And at the time the request was made, Pentair did have a viable IT application development staff that began researching possible solutions that would work well for not just one client, but all their current clients and future clients as well. So the team made sure that the system they chose would be able to be customized and built to suit the needs of their clients. And also, since the beer membrane filtration system was designed to be a future-proof system, it allows the breweries the freedom to invest in only what they need at the moment and still have the ability to expand as they need. Pentair also made sure to utilize systems and procedures that would ensure that their databases were protected by logs and audit trails. After all of the research we have done on Pentair's beer membrane filtration system, this is what we, Team 1, have found. Our assessment is as follows. First, Pentair's beer membrane filtration system was designed to meet customers' demands with the ability to make continual improvements. Pentair's beer membrane filtration system has the ability to provide customers with not only a more consistent and improved product, but also has helped to increase production and reduce the labor costs for their customers. It is able to provide real-time system monitoring with push notifications. It has significantly reduced waste and water usage for their customers. And finally, the BMF system is an incredibly secure system and SOX compliant. Our recommendations for Pentair in the future would be for them to continue to support and update the beer membrane filtration system based on customer demand. Pentair should also continue looking into new technology to further improve their processes. Some examples would be further Amazon Web Services that they haven't currently utilized, or looking into Raspberry Pi services. Finally, Pentair should continue to focus on building an in-house development team to minimize their dependency on outsourcing for these types of projects in the future. For this project, there were two major data sources that were used. The first was a video that was actually a presentation given by the leaders on the Pentair project. Some of the leaders were from Pentair as well as from Amazon Web Services. These gentlemen spoke at length about the beer membrane filtration project and helped provide a lot of insight into the uses of the Amazon Web Services Internet of Things and how exactly Pentair was able to utilize Amazon Web Services with their system. The second data source was a presentation by Pentair to members of the UK Brewing, Food and Beverage Industry Suppliers Association, entitled Practical Applications of Darcy's Law and beer membrane filtration. This document was very helpful because it is all about the business benefits of the beer membrane filtration system as presented by Pentair. This project was incredibly enlightening for all of us as a team. These are just a few of the things that each of us learned. That first, the Internet of Things truly has infinite applications. After all, if it can be used to help filter water in order to help create a better tasting beer, imagine what other applications it could be used for. Beginning with a minimal viable device has allowed companies to save valuable time and reduce frustration by making sure all parties are on the same page before the project advances to the next step of prototyping. Also, it by using agile sprints to work through iterations ensured any flaws were detected before a lot of time and work were wasted by the initial team that worked on the beer membrane filtration system. A PIR seems to be a necessary review for the company producing a product because it does such a good job picking apart what went well and what went poorly, and it can help companies develop better products in the future. We thank you very much for your time, and hopefully you have learned just a little bit more about Pentair's beer filtration system. Have a wonderful day.